My name is Dustin McVey, and I serve in the Air Force, and I work as a client systems technician. I've always wanted to serve the country, and my brother, he's actually in the Army. You know, I got to see a lot of how the military really took care of him and his family. That and wanting to serve the country, I guess, really drew me to it. So we were living in Panama City in base housing. About 2 days before the hurricane is when we got orders that we had to leave town. We started searching for hotels. Anytime those orders come down, hotels start going fast. They told us just pack enough for a couple days, because when that first started coming in, it wasn't a big storm. So we just figured, you know, we'll be gone for a couple days, we'll be right back. Didn't take anything important, no important documents, nothing like that. And then a storm hit on a Wednesday. Started getting phone calls, and they was like, you're gonna have to find somewhere to stay for a lot longer. He's like, it's catastrophic. So we had no idea what our house looked like, what our stuff looked like for several days. There was a satellite image, and it showed our house was completely surrounded with trees that had fallen. He's like, the whole base had been devastated. So finally, they told us that we could come back to salvage what we could. They gave us a 5-day window. Everywhere, I mean, was sold out of U-Hauls. Everybody was trying to do the same thing. And you didn't have help because everyone else was trying to go back and get their stuff. It was crazy. Mold had taken over the whole inside of the house. We got what we could, and basically it was just me and my wife trying to carry this stuff out. The kids would have to stay in the truck. We didn't want them anywhere near the mold. Our 2 older daughters, both of their rooms happened to be on the side of the house where the water came in. So the majority of the stuff in their rooms were ruined. We didn't let them see their rooms, how they were destroyed. I was afraid it'd be too hard on them. My daughters did this wax thing where they both stick their hands in the wax. They made a heart shape with one, you know, with each hand. And we had carried that with us everywhere we went from house to house. Well, it broke from that storm, and that's when my wife finally broke down and she lost it. The biggest hurdle was finding a house in such a short period of time. We had 10 days to basically find somewhere to live.
I was talking to a new real estate agent that had, it was her first deal, and she knew that I had taught some VA classes through Southern Shores before, and she was referred to me by one of the other agents that I really knew what I was doing with VA. So I reached out to Dustin and had a great conversation with the guy, very nice person. That's how we kind of got introduced, is I met him through Debbie Sunnycalf with Southern Shores. Stephanie
was really, she was an answer to prayers. It seemed like she desperately wanted to help us. She wanted us in that house as much as we wanted to be in that house. I mean, obviously we had money coming from insurance, but it wasn't enough.
I had it in my mind that I was gonna help this veteran out because the seller could not pay closing costs and Dustin needed assistance with that, and no one could meet in the middle. I picked up the phone and called the owner of Benchmark Mortgage on Christmas Eve, and I also contacted the broker in charge at Southern Shores Real Estate Group in Charleston, told them a brief story about what I had going on, and man, they were like, let's do this thing. Like, we're all in to help this veteran out.
So when we got the call from Stephanie at Benchmark, we were beyond thrilled. It was a big deal for us when Benchmark came through to cover the closing costs. They gave us the opportunity to rebuild and to buy the furniture and everything that we need that we lost during the storm. You know, Benchmark really changed my point of view for lenders. They got to know me personally, and they really wanted to help us out. They really took care of everything. We didn't have to think about anything. They educated us through that whole process, and they just made it work seamlessly. We have a home now. I'm Dustin McVey, and Benchmark never quit on me.